Good morning, students. Class 9th Science. Chapter number 2 is Matter Around Us Pure. Students, we have discussed in earlier videos different types of the mixture, and we have discussed sol, solution, and suspension. And we have discussed also the Tyndall effect. So, student, I hope you understand Tyndall effect. And Tyndall effect can be observed when sunlight passes through the canopy of a dense forest. In the forest, mist contain tiny droplets of water which act as a particles of collide dispersed in air. So, student, today we will discuss the separating technique. We can say separation technique, separating the components of a mixture. Student, we have learned that most of the natural substances are not chemically pure. Different methods of separation are used to get individual components from a mixture. So, student, separation makes it possible to study and use the individual components of a mixture. So, if we talk about the heterogeneous mixture means can be separated into their respective components by simple physical method, like you can use the hand picking also, sieving also. But student, hand picking, this method is used only in when the quantity is small, otherwise it takes times. Sieving, filtration, there are the many separation technique we use in our daily life or our day-to-day life. Sometimes special techniques have to be used for the separation of the components of a mixture. So, student, today we will discuss how can we obtain colored component dye from blue or black ink. So, student, if we talk about this method, we use the evaporation method. So, what do you mean by the evaporation? Evaporation is a type of a vaporization of a liquid, and that occurs only on the surface of a liquid. If we talk about the other type of the vaporization is boiling, which instead occurs on the entire mass of the liquid. So, if we talk about what are the application of this evaporation, you can see in daily life when clothes are hung on a laundry line, even though the ambient temperature is below the boiling point of water evaporates. This accelerated by factors such as the low humidity, heat and wind. We have discussed in first chapter also what do you mean by the evaporation and what factors affecting the evaporation. What do you mean by the evaporation? The process by which water change into water vapor below its boiling points. And factor, what are the factor? Low humidity, heat and winds. So, how can you obtain the color components from blue or black ink? So, there is one activity related to the separation of mixture by evaporation. So, you can this picture understand. So, what will we do? So, what is the aim to obtain colored components dye from its volatile solvent by the method of the evaporation? So, there are the material needed: beaker, watch glass, burner, water, some blue ink. Student, you can note down this. And procedure, what will we do? Now start. Take one beaker and half fill with water. Now, cover it with watch glass. And now, you put a few drops of ink on watch glass and heat it. What will happen? When you heat, what will happen? Evaporation start from the watch glass. So, continue to heat till you see when you start heating. So, water, this ink contain the water, and when you supply the heat, you continue the heat, what will happen? That water evaporate. So, continue to heat, you will see there are no further changes on the watch glass. You observe that water gets evaporate from the watch glass and residue is left, and there is no a single substance but a mixture of dye in water. And in other words we can say, student, dye is a mixture of ink is a mixture of dye in water. When you heat this mixture, what will happen? The water evaporate and color will be left on the watch glass. So student, ink is a mixture of dye in water. Thus you can separate the volatile components, solvent. Volatile it means, कहने का मतलब ये है कि ink is a mixture of the dye in water. So the water is a solvent, volatile components, and non-volatile we can say that the is residue in the watch glass, you can see. And this is a activity page number 19, student. So water gets evaporated from the watch glass and residue is left, and so therefore is not a single substance but a mixture of dye in water. You will find that ink is a mixture of dye in water. Understand? And now there are the many questions about this activity. Is there a residues when you heat this beaker, watch glass? So there is a residue on the watch glass. Yes, a color is left. Understand? Now if we talk about the next activity, evaporation of the seawater to produce salt. So you can see, student, you can obtain the color components from the blue or black ink. So also, student, the salt is also produced by the process of evaporation. You have discussed in class 7th and 6th also, I think. So there are the many uses of this evaporation. So student, now we will discuss the process of the centrifugations. How can you separate the cream from milk? What will we do? If you want to cream from milk, so what will we do? And you can see you get the full cream, toned or double toned varieties of milk packed in poly packs or tetra packs in the market. So these varieties of milk contain different amounts of fat. So student, sometimes the solid particles, so there are the, when you find the cream from milk, so you should be the centrifuge, churning. You can, in other words, you can say that the churning. If we talk about this milk, so milk is a heterogeneous mixture, but it looks like a homogeneous mixture. You cannot separate in cream from the milk in easy way. You should be churn the milk. Why? Student, sometimes the solid particles in a liquid are very small and pass through the filter paper. When you filter this milk, what will happen? Because the solid particles in a liquid very small and pass through a filter papers. So for such particles, a filtration technique can not be used for the separation, and such substances are separated by centrifugation. And what is the principle of this centrifugation? The principle is that the denser particles are forced to the bottom. Denser particles are forced to the bottom and lighter particles stay at the top when spun rapidly. So I hope you understand what you mean by the centrifugation. Centrifuges rotate the container of the liquid to separate suspended material with different density. They settle down and lighter particles stay at the top when spun rapidly. Students, centrifuges separate the different components of a human blood. These are the application of the centrifugation. You have seen the washing machine also. So this is also centrifugation used in the washing machine to squeeze out of water from the wet clothes. This is the, you can see this, and this is used in the washing machine to squeeze out water from the wet clothes. This is process is known as the centrifugation. And what are the other application used in the diagnostic laboratories from blood and urine tests, used in the dairies and homes to separate the butter from milk, cream, milk also. So there are the many application of the centrifugations. This is a very simple process. It also used in the washing machine to squeeze. You can see. Understand? I hope you understand. And you can see the centrifugation. Now student, we will discuss how can you separate the mixture of two immiscible liquid. If we talk about student, in last squeeze out of water from the wet cloth, but in this separating funnel there is a two immiscible components, but student in last there is a two miscible. It means milk is a miscible liquid because the different components are there. So we use this miscible liquid, we use the centrifugation. But how can you separate the mixture of the two immiscible liquid like oil and water? Oil is float on the water. So how can you separate a mixture of two immiscible liquid? So this we can separate by the separating funnel. So let us try to separate kerosene oil from water using the separating funnel. So what will we do? Student, pour the mixture of a kerosene. So first of all, you know what is the principle. A separating funnel can be used to separate two liquid which are immiscible. They are not dissolved in each other. The separation of two immiscible liquid by separating funnel is based on the difference in their density. If we talk about oil with water, so oil has the less density than the water, so that's why it float on the water. Understand? So the separation of the two immiscible liquids by separating tunnel is based on the difference in their density. Now what is the principle involved? When a mixture of two immiscible liquid is allowed to stand the separate out in two separate layers depending upon their density. Now how can you what is the application? Now what will we do if we talk about student? How can you separate the mixture of a two immiscible liquid? So let us try to separate the kerosene oil from water using a separating funnel. You can see this. Now let it stand undisturbed for some time, so that separate layer of the oil and water are formed. You can see there are the different two separate layer. Upper side is oil and downside is water. So now open the stopcock. You can open the stopper downside. What will happen? Now open the stopcock of the separating funnel and pour out the lower layer of the water carefully. You can pour out the lower layer of water carefully. Now close the stopcock of the separating funnel as the oil reaches the stopcock. Now you can see, you can separate the mixture of the two immiscible liquid. Oil is left in the separating funnel and we remove the water from the stopcock. This is activities page number 20 in NCERT book. You can open this and can see. Now what is the application of the separating funnel? So student, to separate the mixture of oil and water first of all, and it is also used to separate the iron from its ore also, and the lighter slag is removed from the top by the method to leave the molten iron at the bottom of the furnace. So student, the mixture is put into the slacken and allowed to settle. The oil and water from the two separate layer. The liquid with higher density, in this case water, from the lower layer. Remove the stopper and open the tap after standing. The water runs out through the tap and the oils remain in the funnels and can be run out into the beaker. This is very easy. You can read and I hope you understand. This is the method, separating funnel. Now student, we will discuss the how can we separate or you can be separate a mixture of salt and camphor. Yes student, this process is sublimation. What do you mean by the sublimation? The process by which a solid directly change into gases without reaching the liquid state. So student, if we talk about the most of the solid substance when heated change into liquid and finally into vapors gas, and when this vapor on cooling first form a liquid and finally solid. Understand what I am saying? By most solids or substances, when we heat, what will happen? It change into liquid and then finally converted into vapors. And when vapors, on cooling, vapors cool down and it change into liquid, and liquid change into solid. But on the other hand, there are some solid substances like ammonium chloride which directly changes into vapor on heating, and the vapors gives back solid substance on cooling. It means the solid directly change into gases without reaching the liquid state. So this process is known as the sublimation. The change of a solid directly into vapor on heating and of the vapors into solids on cooling is known as sublimation. So I hope you understand what you mean by the sublimation. Now, principle involved in sublimation, what will we do? Okay, now you can see this. On heating, some solid substances change from the solid to the vapor state and directly without passing through the liquid stage. Such substances are known as sublimate, and sublimation is used to separate sublimable volatiles. So, what is the activity related? How can you do? So, student, in this activity, you need the china dish, burner, wire gauge, camphor. You can take the student ammonium chloride also, inverted funnel, cotton plug. So what will we do? We have discussed in first chapter also sublimation. So first of all, the mixture of the ammonium chloride and salt is taken to the china dish and covered with an inverted funnel. Now student, a loose cotton plug is put in the stem of the funnel to prevent the ammonium chloride vapors from the escaping the atmosphere. When you heat, what will happen? This ammonium chloride change into vapors. Understand? And remain the, yes student, salt is remain. And this vapor, when you vapor condense, what will happen? On the colder inner side of the funnel and give back solid ammonium chloride. You mix with first sodium chloride and ammonium chloride. When you heat this, so what will happen? Ammonium chloride is very volatile, so it evaporate. And on cooling, and so student, this ammonium chloride is condensed on the cold inner side of the funnel and give back solid ammonium chloride. And sodium, if we talk about sodium chloride, does not vaporize on heating, so it remains behind in the china dish. So what is the conclusion? Solid directly change into vapor state without going through liquid state due to sublimation. You can do in at home also. You can take the camphor and you add what will you do? Crush it. First you will crush it and mix with salt. Now heat. Supply the heat. What will happen? This camphor evaporate and directly change into vapors. Understand? So now you can separate the ammonium chloride from salt by the process of sublimation. So I hope you understand. Separation mixture. How can you separate the mixture of salt and camphor? This is the very important process, sublimation. So student, now we will discuss the chromatography process. Student, the dye is a mixture of the different color. It's not a single color. Sometimes maybe more than 2 colors. So this process is known as the chromatography. The process of separation components of a mixture is known as chromatography. And it is a technique used for the separation of those solutes that dissolve in the same solvent. Separate components of a mixture based on the ability of each components to be drawn across the surface of another material. If we talk about a dye is we can say that the usually liquid and usually drawn across the chromatography. Student, you can take the thin strip of a filter paper. Now draw a line on it and using a pencil approximately 3 cm above the lower edge. Understand? And put a small drop of ink, water soluble, that is from a sketch pen, fountain pen. You can and at the center of line. Let us try. Now student, lower the filter paper into a jar test tube containing water that the drop of ink on the paper is just above the water level. Understand? You can this activity page number 21 in NCERT student. So student, the ink that we use has water has the solvent and dye is the soluble. Ink is a mixture of the dye and water. Water is a solvent and dye is a solute. And as the water rises on the filter paper, it takes along with the dye particles. So student, we can say that dye is a component that is more soluble in water, rises faster. In this way, color gets separated. Understand? So, what is the process of the chromatography? The process of separation of components of a mixture is known as the chromatography. Chromatography. This word, chroma, is known as chromatography. Chroma in Greek means color. And this technique was used for the separation of color. So this name was given. And student, chromatography is the technique used for separation of those solutes that dissolve in the same solvent. Understand? So what are the application of this chromatography? To separate the colors in a dye, pigment from the natural colors and drugs from the blood. There are the many application of the chromatography. Colors in a dye, pigments from the natural colors, drugs from the blood. Understand what I am saying? So I hope you understand. We have discussed in this video chromatography, centrifugation also, evaporation also. You can see sublimation, principle involved in the sublimation. What are the sublimation? And we have discussed many process. Separating funnels, use for the immiscible liquids, centrifugation to squeeze out water from the clothes also. We have discussed the many application of the centrifugation. We have discussed the evaporation and salt separated from the seawater with the process of the evaporation. And we have discussed the color dye also with the help of the evaporation. So I hope you understand, student, this video, and read the chapter very carefully, separation technique, and first of all you learn all the application of these separation technique. And there are the some topic are left for the separation technique, so I think we should be discussing next video. So student, take care, bye.